Welcome, Gemini. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your new moon in Aquarius reading as I check my microphone. This is a solar eclipse active on the 17th of the month, and it is a very critical cultural and social moment for us. I pulled two oracle cards. I laid out a few Raven Tarot as well, and I will clarify with the African Tarot and finish with the Crystal Oracle card. Let's start with the soul's journey, the forgiveness. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. And the picture I'm getting is your final efforts at healing yourself over something you survived, something fairly catastrophic, something even disastrous. Maybe there has been a series of very dramatic losses in your life. And you are gradually, gently recognizing the wisdom of forgiving others, definitely. No need to carry this hostility with you, this anger inside of you, as it's weighing you down and preventing you from allowing good things into your life. But it's also about forgiving yourself for being human. You are not defined by what you have survived. And you are in a position now of preparing, releasing, closing out things that have attended to, perhaps for some of you, a long string of bad luck, negative karma that you're experiencing and that you are preparing to release so that you can be ready for the next chapter. There is much more ahead of you. For the Egyptian sacred animal, I pulled the falcon. What a beautiful symbol for you, Gemini. It comes to mind this phenomenal perspective that you are capable of. I'm going to read from the guidebook, but the number 20 is the number of the judgment card, which indicates to me that a big decision, a momentous, life-changing decision is being reached by you. The falcon, number 20, the key words are royalty and readiness. The falcon is a powerful and sacred symbol associated with Horus, god of the sky, war, and hunting. It represents loyalty, protection, and divine power. Its appearance could be a sign of power and authority, a leadership role, and a reminder to exercise your power in a fair and wise manner. It invites you to be courageous and act decisively, using your intuition and perceptive abilities. The message of the falcon is to trust your instincts, rise above everyday difficulties, and look at situations with a broader and more strategic perspective. It may also indicate that you are under special divine protection, and you should take care of what is precious to you. Be vigilant and swift as a falcon in your actions. I think this is pretty clear. This all bodes to a kind of preparation that you're in the position to enable, particularly with the planet Uranus now in Taurus in the very last degrees, building in some tension with this new moon in Aquarius, challenging us to get right within our values, our physical bodies, our physical environments, and our beliefs gently. And this bodes a powerful rebirth when Uranus goes into Gemini in late April of this year. So this feels like that readiness for the revolution that you're experiencing within to be externalized. In the present, the Empress card, this looks like power to me. Absolutely. Is it royalty? Absolutely. And what that means is this high vibration of presence, power, the ability to give and receive love in the form of service, support, a prosperity and abundance, the very things that are critical to your mission, to what it is that you're preparing to launch. You are undoubtedly at the center of any effort you are planning right now. And being at that center means that you are facilitating a high level of productivity. You may be managing a number of people or resources that keep you in alignment with the best good of all. This may be a big shift for many of you who have often felt a sense of individuality, uniqueness, independence from the collective, the team. And for some of you, that has what has enlivened, enriched your ability to facilitate learning or information on behalf of others. But this is de-emphasizing your individuality, and emphasizing your service on behalf of a larger collective. In the past, the Three of Swords, this feels consistent for so many. Here, you have really worked at healing this sense of being rejected, being blocked, having failed, being disappointed, giving to something wholeheartedly, expecting to receive like in return. The sense of betrayal, the sense of expecting someone else to save you. And that is, for you, part of a pattern that you now see, a pattern of your own behavior, your own active choosing something over and over again that hasn't worked for you, that didn't work for you in the past, and isn't going to work for you in the future. Seeing that, understanding it reinforces the sense of being your own power, being your own beloved, being your own savior, not needing rescue, not needing to be given anything that you are capable of giving to yourself. And even in that moment of recognizing that you are worthy of all the love that you had hoped someone else would give to you, that you have established a kind of magneticism or a kind of generosity or attractiveness, attraction, because of the sense of integrity, of being worthy of love, of knowing how to receive the things that you enjoy. You've mastered giving yourself away. Now it's time to receive. In the future, the Queen of Swords is you at one of your very best skills. This is you realizing that the power of this awareness, the power of this sense of your own integrity, your own centrality to anything that is created, that you create, that you make, that you build, is the result of your challenging assumptions about what that meant. Chiefly the assumption that others were to give to us. And with that, we could build something with another or others. And you actually are coming into an awareness that that's a little bit backwards. Yes, it is in alignment with cultural values that tell us that all you have to do is get married and raise a family, or marry somebody with money and then you won't have to work. Whatever the particular value has been that has informed you in the past, you're realizing that that may be true for others, but it is not true for you. And that that is okay because you're built to create something successfully on your own. You're built to connect with others, work with others, to not only listen to the input of others, but to be open to that, to be in pursuit of alternatives, of other ways of doing things, because you've learned that your path to success is an alternative path. It's not the traditional or tried and true. And the planet Uranus, preparing to enter into your sign in late April, is preparing you for this leap forward in understanding, where now you may be experiencing generally what many of us are experiencing, this place in the middle, being present in the moment, not necessarily trying to pull all the pieces of information that we are overwhelmed with together, but simply allowing ourselves to experience each and everything day to day with a mixture of results. Some days we're exhilarated and excited. Some days we're making contact with other like individuals. We're being recognized by others who want to consult with us. And some days we're simply too tired to do anything else than to read a book, to watch a movie, to take a bath, whatever it is that heals, nurtures, and feeds your soul, allows you to rest and take a break from the tremendous work that you have been doing. If this reading is resonating for you, if you're vibing with me, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. You are greatly appreciated and valued here. I could not do what I do without y'all. So thank you for that. I'm going to start with the past to clarify the Three of Swords with the Six of Swords and the Page of Wands. You have literally been so impacted by a series of disappointments that you have literally had to move away from an old place. Some of you have literally moved from one location to another at least once. Some of you multiple times. Some of you have absolutely left the general region or are contemplating that. But this is in pursuit of a new opportunity that you're now open to. You're now giving yourself the permission to pursue something, an opportunity, no matter where it exists. This opportunity promises to enrich a skill or a talent that you already have. And your focus is on growth. You, again, have been preparing to position yourself in a way that allows you to move forward in a big way in late spring, mid-spring. And so you have been taking steps in that direction, making your healing, your loss, your destruction or devastation being so overwhelming that you've had to separate yourself from it. And this can include the people that were involved or simply family members. Perhaps it's a place of employment that has let you down over and over again, having promised you advancements, more pay, or at least authentic collaborators that have never manifested. In the present, the Empress card is clarified by the Devil card and the Five of Wands. Yeah, I see you understanding now how mightily important, how critical it is to change the way that you have allowed yourself to be defined and how you've internalized that, the rules, the traditional path to success, trying to align yourself with the right people, go to the right parties, be in the right location, drive the right car. All of that you now understand is simply an illusion. And when, for those of you that have pursued this traditional path, you have arrived at some semblance of success, you found it hollow or not different enough from the hood or the ghetto or more humble beginnings that you are from, that it made enough of a difference. You're shifting yourself away from this external manifestation of success and wealth. That it's no different having and having not. If your only value and criteria is money and having things, material things, that isn't satisfying to you. And you're changing that. And you're changing that by realizing you're in the center of your world. Who you are and what you have is all that you need. You are a power within. You know how to give, you know how to receive, and you know how to be productive. You know how to manage others. In the future, the Queen of Swords is clarified by the Eight of Swords and the Knight of Cups. Yeah, you're really struggling with your powerful sense of intuition. For those of you that might be gamblers or good at odds, this is a card of you cycling through all possibilities and scenarios in any given situation, particularly as the way forward may not be concrete or evident. You may not know exactly what decision to make or which direction to point yourself in. You're being asked to think less, analyze less, and to allow yourself to rest in what you already know. You already know enough. You already know what you need. You already have values that you are aspiring to that are about love, that are about service, that are about giving, that are about creating, using the imagination in a playful, skillful way to create something that brings communities together. I absolutely see some of you working in some kind of advisory capacity to others coming to you for your expertise, your knowledge, your time, for you to present options to them. This can be some kind of a business incubator, or this can be educational training. But the possibilities are shifting your goals to the way that you achieve them. That's what's giving value to you at this time. And I'm going to finish this reading, Gemini, with a crystal oracle. And out pops, I believe this is cycles. Yes, the moonstone. That's what it is. I'm in the divine flow of my soul rhythms and life cycles. I think this fits appropriately. You are going with the flow and resting in your internal power, recognizing the bounty of the world that surrounds you, all the resources that are available to you. Thank you for sharing, and subscribing. Until next time, Gemini, namaste.